Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Austin and SamuraiHex, and welcome back to another episode of the Manager of Legends Journeyman save with me, Matthew, and our 5-star manager, reputation-wise, Neil Brannan. Before we get into this episode, go check out last episode in the eye above somewhere now or something like that. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for mobile notifications. Check out all my other socials and comment a comment just saying, boy, you were making this very quick and rushed, but hey, I do not care. But yeah, we are now 5-star reputation Neil Brannan. Nothing has happened in terms of clubs wanting us since last time, but we are now at 7th of May for the final 2 games of the season. If we go to transfers, as I'll show you all of them that have happened that the Direct Football has allowed. So first off, people that left, Remy LaSalle came to me and saying he wanted a loan because he wasn't playing enough. So yeah, I accepted it, and because of that, Direct Football then loaned out him to Lons. Callum O'Regan went out on loan, Ryan Hayes has gone out on loan, Elijah Taylor's got out on loan. Antonio, who was just getting into the main side and getting better with the ability wise, he has gone on loan to Lille. And then we saw Gendry to Burnley. Burnley were offering him all transfer window, and the first opportunity they gave when they gave the transfer, our Direct Football accepted. So he's gone for 17.25 million, rising to 21.5. I think if he gets to the marks, it'll be practically the same as what we signed him for. So a bit of a loss so far. Callum Bodrick been out on loan. Philip Gallagher's also gone on loan. Alan Taylor has left permanently to Sheffield Wednesday. He was probably not good enough for us. We also loaned out Thomas Evans, Kuffman, Mohamed Pong, and Gary Graham, Matthew Hopkins, Jamie Montgomery, John Bedard Sayer, and Syed Kamis, and Truman Combs, Omar Horton. We also sold Alex Blue, who was getting really good for us, but Barcelona came in for him for 28.5 million, which is a profit on what we signed him from Huddersfield before I was there at West Ham. And yeah, Direct Football accepted it, Mark Noble accepted it, and he has joined Barcelona as a squad player, where we've played come up against them, and he's done really well against us. Dwayne Highland also loaned out alongside Ibrahim Akachi. Corey Ferguson was loaned out, and John Sterling was loaned out. Then players that joined us, Ismail Gruda joined us as a youngster, Albanian international, I think. Yeah, 2 caps for Albania. He comes in from Milan. Hopefully he'll turn into a good player. Johnny Murphy comes in as well as a youngster from Larne. Michael Prowse joins us as our new regular sort of left winger. I don't know how we're going to fit him in with all the other wingers that we have. So he's mostly just been squad player right now, sometimes playing off the bench, sometimes starting. But he's joined us for 18 million from Mönchengladbach, which I think is a really good steal. Hichem El Amrani, not related to the other Amrani that we signed from the Belgian club, from the amateur leagues. But yeah, he's joined us, 3-star ability, 5-star potential. He's now worth just over 100 million. He joined us for 45 million rather than 52 from PSV. Thankfully he's got squad player because we don't need another winger, and he has hardly played for us so far. He hasn't really shown you how good he is or what any of that stuff. And Lyle David has also joined us, Colombian, from Junior, £600,000 rising to 2.2 million. as well as other things that have happened. Mohamed Kudus has accepted a transfer to go to Sevilla at the end of the season, and so thankfully he will now no longer be with us. I doubt he would have kept with us anyway, and he was also going on a free transfer, I think. So yeah, he's now no longer in my plans. He's no longer needed to be thought about as dead wood. And Gareth Knight might be going on loan or going on a free transfer to Mansfield currently. But yeah, games since last time. So last time was the loss against Man U and the win against Bournemouth. So since then we drew against Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, as well as getting a FA Cup third round replay against Swansea, which we drew 2-2 in the first leg. And played Nottingham Forest, won 2-1. Played Swansea at home, beat them 7-1 in the replay, which was good to see. Then drew against Arsenal, lost to Real Madrid in the league phase of the Champions League. Stockport we won 4-1, the fourth round of the FA Cup. Feyenoord we won 4-0. Everton we drew 1-1. Beat Sunderland 3-0, beat Leeds 4-1. Unfortunately lost 4-2 to Newcastle, but then went to Wolves and beat them 3-0. Played Liverpool in the fifth round of the FA Cup, where we won on penalties. Chelsea we drew. If we had have won that, I think we would have been top of the league. Barcelona then drew in the away from home at the Camp Nou in the round 16 first leg in the Champions League. Then drew against Brentford. Unfortunately lost 3-2 against Barcelona away at home in the second leg of the Champions League. So we're out at the round 16. Newcastle we lost 1-0 in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Southampton we beat 4-1. Brighton we won 4-0. Leicester we won 6-0. Tottenham we won 2-1. Man City we won 3-0, and Liverpool we drew 2-2. So we're doing really, really well. If we'd have beat Liverpool game, we could have been quite easily favourites to win the league. We could still win the league, as if we quickly go and show you them. We're 6 points behind with 2 games to go. So we've got to hope Chelsea lose both games and we just win both games, and then we'll easily overtake them because of our goal difference. But it's looking highly likely that Chelsea will win their third title in 3 years. So yeah, unfortunate there. Brentford have got Champions League football for next season, such as the season they had, and in fact they can even take over us if we lose both games and they win both games. Teams have already been relegated though, which are Wolves, Sunderland and Nottingham Forest. Wolves, who had the administration a few seasons ago, already 100 million in debt again. Oh, believing that, Wolves, you are screwing yourselves over. The Carabao Cup, by the way, was won by Crystal Palace, so they're in the Conference League for next season. Season preview, we're still second, and yeah, it's going well. It went a lot better than I expected it to go, compared to the start of the season when I was expected. It said, oh, you've got to win a domestic cup, which we haven't won, and the players weren't happy. But I managed to kind of deflate the tension in the room, and they all agreed with me that we couldn't really think about it. They were also unhappy that we were knocked out in the round of 16 in the Champions League as well for some of the players. But I'm also managed to deflate the tension in the room by saying some quite good words. To be honest, I was just choosing them randomly. We didn't do everything the club demanded us to do because we haven't increased commercial revenue. I don't know how you do that yourself. We haven't got the best youth system in the country, because it's literally not allowing me to say, can I upgrade the youth facilities? Can it say now? No, it's just decrease. So of course we haven't been able to get the best one in the country. And of course we didn't win the last stages of the Champions League or win a domestic cup. I'm just reserving judgment, but then we have failed it, so We're still secure though. I don't think our job is at risk if we don't win the Premier League right now, or we even drop all the way down to 3rd. I don't think our job will be at risk. But I tell you now, if a job offer comes my way in the summer, I might very well leave West Ham. I don't know, I just feel like moving. But yeah, the game against Bournemouth for the second, or penultimate, game of the season. Team going in for this game got Kobol in goal, Luis Romero, Cizil, Marsa and Gutierrez as our defenders. We got Arch Gray and Lopez as our DMs, Zaza and Ramazani and Smith as our attacking midfielders, and Toklamati as our striker. Alex Merritt, Tom Bray, Michael Krause, and Napoleon Ramsas, Hector Four, Tracy, Al Amrani, Thomas and Martinelli are all on the bench. As we just straight away get into the game and hopefully win it. We need to win it, and also hope that Chelsea don't win. Highlight 17th minute. Cizil on the ball after the free kick from Romero. Romero gets it back, passes it to Zaza, passes it to Gray, who tries to get into the box but it's clear. It's back all the way to Cizil. He sees Zaza pass and then it's eventually a goal. It looks like Bournemouth messed it up a bit, but Connor Smith scores his, I think, 21st goal of the season. He's called, if he gets another 2 goals and even a 3rd goal, he'll then be the highest scorer in this team. Just surprising considering Toklamati is so good. But yeah, Toklamati's not been the best with goal scoring this season. Dar with the free kick, it eventually gets its way to Zaza. However, his ball was not the best. Still intercepts that ball, but then another ball was poor from Romero, I think. However, it gets to Smith, who's tackled, keeps the ball, he passes it to Lopez, who tries to get it to Ramazani. He's still with our team now. As the shot from Archie Gray goes into the net, it's 2-0 West Ham. As it's half time, I'll just say what the director of football wants me to, what the assistant manager wants me to say. Let's get underway for the second half. It's 55th minute. I think I've had enough of Toklamati. He's on the 6.4. He's been this way most of the season. He's been getting goals, mostly against the easy sides in the Champions League, but in the Premier League he's just not been good enough. And Connor Smith has actually been more of a goal threat, if anything. I reckon Connor Smith will be taken to the striker position, and we will give Al Amrani a chance, as they had many so far this season, as we'll make another quick sub. And Gutierrez is on a booking, so Luke Thomas can come on for him. I reckon Zaza can also be taken off, so he's rested for next game. Ramsas can come on for him. As Arch Gray has got himself an injury, potential foot injury, let's hope it's not a serious one, as Hector Foot will have to come on for him. And then maybe put Jose Mars as DM. And while we're at it, let's take Romero off for Tom Bray. There's even 6 minutes of added time could not give us a highlight, as it's been a bit of a boring game, but still a 2-0 victory nonetheless. As we say, you did well. As we now hope that Chelsea do not win their next game and lose it to Liverpool, which is starting immediately after this game. I will skip ahead to see what happens in that game, as well as getting into game against Crystal Palace away from home. As Archie Gray has only got a twisted ankle, that's not as bad as it could have been. However, Luke Thomas has also got an injury with a gashed lower leg. As unfortunately, Chelsea have won the league. They beat Liverpool 4-0 in their game in hand. And yeah, we are at best going to finish second, at worst going to finish third. But considering I was expecting our team to be top half or just getting into Europe, is a very good addition. Upgrade from last season, where we now have Champions League football to contend with. Well, we had it this season, but through the league this time, and we've got a bigger budget to spend because of us being in the Champions League and by through the league. Yeah, Chelsea won the title. Right, we're back for the Crystal Palace game, and boy did that take longer than I expected it to do. To get about 10 days in advance. But yeah, Kobo's going in as our goalkeeper. Hector, Cizil, Romero and Gutierrez are board defenders. Carlos Lopez is pairing up with Jose Marza as our DMs. Zaza is our right winger. Ramazas is our number 10 and Colin Smith as our AML. And Huggins comes in as a striker because he's been put in into the first team. Basically, come transfer window, I deregistered Pienaar, Chujoki Paul and Mohamed Kudus. Kudus was already deregistered, but he has played a few times already in the league, in like cup competitions, I mean. But yeah, Juan Pienaar and Chujoki Paul have been unregistered, and yeah, I want them gone. I've also promised Chujoki Paul that he will be sold, so hopefully he will be, because good riddance him. Yeah, Goran Huggins is our striker for today. And that leaves Alex Merritt, Tom Bray, Michael Kraus, Hicham Al-Arami, Largi Ramazani, Giovanni Teresi, Eden Toklamati, Tom Morris, another young player who's got a few games under the belt with us since January, and Marco Martinelli as our subs bench. As it's highlight of Crystal Palace, 7th minute, it's thrown in by Bishanabu, and that's a goal. Beraldo scores. However, is it foul or offside or something like that? Hopefully it is, but I couldn't see it. And yeah, it's been awarded, and that's just poor defender. So first minute highlight, Crystal Palace long ball goes to Gutierrez, gives it back to Colbell. That's with Cizil. Fort gives it to Zaza. Cizil gives it to Romero. As Romero's pass is really poor. And because of that, the games I have played, because I do sim some of them, mind you, but the games I have played, Romero always seems to have one mistake in him that costs a goal, where his pass is poor or he doesn't play his pass perfectly, and it goes to the opposite player and it ends up having a chance for the opposition team. He's just not a very good player, now that I can think of it, and I don't know why I play him. Well, I know why I play him, we haven't got anyone else better, and in terms of we need to rest players as well. Because it's half time, 2-0 losing so far. I'm going to thrash the arms and say, what was that? Really not good enough. 60th minute, I've had enough of a few players. Huggins not been good enough to Tokamak can come on for him. Zaza is apparently in danger of being booked, so I'll put Tom Morris on for him. And Cizil's got a booking, so Tom Bray can come on for him. And Ramzas has also been poor, so I think Teresi for him. As it's another long ball for Crystal Palace, the one that cost us the first goal. Hopefully we can deal with this, as we managed to head it away, but still with Crystal Palace, and they Crystal Palace 3-0 up against West Ham, and I am furious. I'm gonna throw the water bottle this thing. Carlos Lopez just had a poor game, so he'll have to be taken off. Got no one can play there, so Tom Morris for him. Maybe switch that around and put Martinelli as right winger. We're just so awful. I am going to be throwing the water bottle today. Next thing I'm going to highlight. Any goal now will be a consolation. Gutierrez crosses it in. Headed away by Crystal Palace, and Jose Marza picks it up. Romero gives it to Gutierrez. Back to Romero. To Bray. Romero again. Back to Gutierrez. He crosses it in. And yeah. good supposed to deal with it, but it's still with Martinelli and West Ham. As Romero could shoot then, as Jose Marzo does this goal. But it's just merely a consolation. We've not been good enough, and I still am going to throw the water bottle this game. As a full-time, dismal end to the season, and I throwing water bottle. I'm really not happy. As a disappointing way to end the season. We of course had no chance of winning the league, and because of that, we then got ourselves thrashed by Crystal Palace, and I haven't even finished second. Brentford are the runners-up in the Premier League this season, and we are third. So we don't even beat the actual best finish ever by West Ham, which is the third place. We could have easily got second and been the best ever West Ham team of all time. But no, we finished third, and yeah, not good enough. Much improvement needed, but next season, if a club does come my way, a 4.5 star or even 4-star, if they're quite a good team, I could see myself leaving West Ham. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please give the video a like. It does help the channel out immensely. Subscribe to the channel as well. Hit the bell for mobile notifications and all that stuff. And yeah, comment a comment saying, unfortunately, that you didn't win the title. Make sure you put up a spoiler thing up first, because I might name this something to do with could we win the title. So yeah, I don't want you spoiling it, so put a spoiler blocker or something like that first, and then say the comment after. But yeah, unfortunate end to the season, but still we go strong and hopefully do well. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.